Hello everyone. Okay. Okay. Hi. My name is Luka. I'm leading web and research teams at WalletConnect, and today we're going to be talking about UX. I have engineering background, and I've tried a lot to remove like all code examples and use many boring engineering terms because not everyone may be familiar with that. So we're going to be talking about like high level and mostly product. But still we're going to touch some engineering stuff, so yeah, bear with me if it's too boring. So we're going to see how we use dApps currently. We're going to talk about some problems, some solutions, a bit more solutions, and finally see like what is the end goal for the user experience for the blockchain apps and wallets. All right, let's start. So at the beginning, we're going to cover two user stories. One is like classical Web 2 story. We have somebody purchasing a picture. You know how like young people, I guess, try to like decorate the home, but it's too annoying to buy like real piece of art, so you just buy a picture on like IKEA or something. And then we have like a Web3 crypto degen who is buying an NFT. So let's start with the more familiar one, which is the picture. I mean, I guess it's the picture buying in this crowd. I'm not sure which is the more familiar one, but let's start with the picture buying anyway. So I'm buying a picture, and I can't even like bother to go in person to a store. I'm just going to like IKEA.com. I'm looking at the pictures and whatever frames. I put it in a cart. I click checkout, and then I'm presented like with a form to put my credit card. I put in my details, and then I'm usually like prompted with the like 2FA screen to put in a code from my app because banks are super like conscious about security. I do that and click checkout. Transaction goes through, all good. Let's say that I even like went to like I don't know any foreign website like AliExpress or anything, and I order from there in a non-native currency. I'm paying in like euros or USD or whatever. I don't have euros or USD in my bank account. I have like Serbian dinars. And like my bank, they don't care. They're gonna do the conversion behind the scenes. Transaction still goes through, all good. And yeah, it's gonna arrive a few days later. Nice. Let's explore a bit more unfortunate user path. I'm a crypto degen. I'm looking to buy an NFT on whatever is my favorite NFT purchasing dApp. I visit a dApp. I click the little connect button. I use WalletConnect, of course, to connect to the dApp with my wallet. I see a bunch of these pictures, maybe crypto monkeys or whatever, the punks, you know, all of that. I see prices, 100 USDC, all good. I have, I don't know, 200 in my wallet. I click buy, but then it says transaction failed, like not enough funds. Like what? What's happening is that a seller of the NFT wants USDC on Optimism or like L2, and I have USDC on Ethereum. And those are not the same. Like they are USDC asset, they should be the same, but those are like not the same asset. So what I have to do next, I have to find a way to bridge my assets. Fine, I look like what is the most popular bridge. I go there, I again connect my dApp to my wallet. I put in like what is my chain now, what is my chain later. I bridge the assets, but then again I'm presented with an error because I don't have enough funds, because I'm trying to bridge like USDC, but I need to pay in Ethereum, and I don't have Ethereum because I don't know what it is. I have only like USDC, and I want to purchase my crypto monkey picture. So then I need to on-ramp Ethereum. I need to purchase it like off of Coinbase or anywhere. I need to send it to my wallet, and then only I'm able to complete my transaction to bridge funds, and then I need to go back to my initial dApp to purchase the picture I wanted to in the first place, and this is like 5 hours later and 100 clicks later. What's the TLDR? User experience is obviously worse, and dApps we use now are obviously worse than the Web 2 counterparts we use every day. Okay, so let's talk about some solutions. Now that you know what the problem is, and then we're going to touch on some more pain points like during the presentations. So you remember like how maybe 2 or 3 years ago everybody pitched ERC-437, which is the account abstraction ERC. It's supposed to fix everything. Unfortunately, it's still not fixed today as of yet, because I can count on like one hand how many wallets support ERC-437, which is unfortunately very few. But what it does, when I want to purchase something, a picture or anything, does it make sense? Or I'm at the grocery store, I'm at the like cash register. Do they like pay? I guess present me with the terminal for one item, and then I pay, and then present me with another item, and then I pay again, because that's what's happening in crypto. I'm not like batching my transactions. I'm paying everything one by one. And ERC-457 introduces user ops, which are containing multiple actions, allowing you to bundle multiple actions by the user and pay them, I guess, in one transaction, in one click, which is more important than one transaction. Cool. That's one component of 457. Another one is gas. So I said I have USDC. I have any other asset I want to spend, but why do I have to worry about Ethereum or whatever is the base token? I should just pay whatever asset I want to pay. So another component of 457 is Paymaster. And they allow me to specify this field in user op, Paymaster and data, that is going to be broadcast to the network, and then Paymaster is going to know it, it's going to sponsor my transaction, and it's going to take a fee, it's going to take a cut. How does this make sense compared to the Web 2 again? When I see a price of a product, I don't care how much Visa or MasterCard or anybody else is going to charge as like an intermediary for the usage of their network to pay for a product. I just want to purchase something, I don't care. And that's how it works in Web 2, and it doesn't in like Web 3, because I need to pay, and then for the product, of course, and then every other like network fees are also forwarded from the seller to the user or to the buyer, which again like makes absolutely no sense. And by the way, I'm speeding through these because again, like 457 is not fun. It's been here for a lot of years, like not implemented, but like standard was here. So I assume like a bunch of you here already knows some of this stuff. So yeah, we're gonna touch on more fun stuff later. Okay, fun stuff later, I guess is now, which is chain abstraction. So chain abstraction was mentioned quite a few times over the last couple of months. So what it is, I guess this abstraction term a lot. That's how we like to, I guess, reference stuff in crypto. It's chain abstraction, gas abstraction, account abstraction. I didn't choose the terms. It's just whatever it's sticky, it's on Twitter. So yeah, sorry guys, bear with me. It's not implemented this. But anyways, chain abstraction. I'm a user and I have funds on whatever L2 is popular now, Base or something, Optimism. I have USDC, but I want to carry out a payment on whatever the seller wants, which is maybe Arbitrum or maybe even like Ethereum. And yeah, I don't have funds there. So should I, as a user, worry about this? And do I do that in Web 2 now? So in Web 2, do I have like separate balance for my Visa and for my MasterCard, or do I have my bank account balance, which is then like able to be spent from whatever card I have? That's basically what chain abstraction does. It's kind of like a bridge before you make a transaction, just in time, by the way. There are multiple different chain abstractions. We have just in time and escrow, which is like requiring you to lock funds before. Just in time says, okay, when you want to make a transaction, we're gonna bridge funds and we're gonna do it super fast, and you're gonna not notice like you're not gonna notice what chains you used before and after. It's all gonna be figured out by the wallet, and we're just gonna carry out transaction at the end. That's basically what it is. Okay, a bunch of this stuff is still requiring a synchronous action by the user, like user intent. I have to click for something to be done. We finally have something like permissions, which is a fairly new concept. By the way, ERC 7715 is my first ERC, so super proud of that. Of course, in collaboration with other companies, but I'm the one on the computers. But yeah, permissions allow you to delegate access from your account, from your smart account, to a key or set of keys in order to carry out some transactions at a later date without your explicit approval. Of course, transaction has to follow certain permission and policy in order to be carried out and verified on chain. This may be too abstract. So what it is basically asking your account to give permission to the dApp to do something, and then basically it's going to happen without you clicking later. On the left is kind of something that we do now with Google. When I sign in with Google and to some app, of course, it usually asks me like if it's Gmail or calendar access or Gmail access or Google Drive access, and then I grant it, or good. And on the left, you can actually see, this is a screenshot from the live demo we have on like our experimental environment, where we ask the wallet to give permissions to like interact with donut contracts, spend up to 0.5 ETH in a transaction, maximum of 5 ETH per 30 days, and session key is valid for 7 days. What does this mean? This means that dApp can request permission to do a subscription for you, or do any other automated payments without you specifically need to connect to wallet and click again. So less clicks for the user. Okay, so so far everything I talked about is specific to smart accounts. Batching is 457, paymasters is 457, session keys 457 again. Chain abstraction, if you want it to work nicely, it has to be smart account. At the moment, I'm not sure what the actual numbers are, but if I compare the usage of EOAs versus smart accounts is like, it's very low. It's like miserably low. Like it's not even important. Solution to this was an EIP that was recently introduced by Vitalik himself. That's the EIP 7702. What it does, instead of, you know guys how we talked about the upgrade, like we have EOAs and we have smart accounts, so let's upgrade EOAs to smart accounts all at once. And we fix the problems, everybody has like the latest features, everybody can use whatever, but unfortunately there's a lot of other potential issues with that approach, so instead EIP 7702 was specified not as like a upgrade DRC, but instead let's bring a subset of features smart account offer to EOAs. How? As an EOA, I can sign an authorization and I can basically inject bytecode from a deployed contract on Ethereum into my account, and I can execute it for the duration of one transaction, which is pretty cool. And this is like not, I guess, theoretical. It's coming in the next hard fork track. It was like delayed from Q4 to Q1 next year. So if we have it like Q2, like we're gonna be super happy, I guess, because Ethereum Foundation likes to delay hard forks for some reason. I don't know. This is the screenshot from the 7702 EIP on GitHub. And if you look at the like highlighted things, the first one is batching, like in 457 batching. Second one is sponsorship, which is like the paymaster in 457 again. And third one is privileged de-escalation, which is a fancy way to say delegating access to permissions, or they call it here subkeys. So basically, all of the features I talked about and all of the different DRCs are able to, I guess, be used in EOAs, and with this, they are composed together into like a single experience. I talked about a lot of DRCs. I talked about a lot of, I guess, different kind of technical terms, like how they're used. I didn't even touch on like how to implement this, because each of these terms like would require a presentation on its own, honestly. This is just like, okay, this is what it is, this is how it affects the UX. The question is now, who should know about this? Does this mean like every dApp needs to implement this? Does it mean that every wallet needs to implement this? Well, we think probably not. A huge percentage of wallets and dApps already implement Wallet Connect SDKs, and a bunch of this stuff is going to be shipped in the Wallet Connect SDKs itself. So Web3 Model recently rebranded to AppKit, and Web3 Wallet recently rebranded to WalletKit is going to contain basically every single of these features, so no current dApps or no current wallets will have to invest their development time or engineering time to support basically every UX benefit all of these features offer. Lastly, why? Current Web3 dApps are significantly worse than the Web2 dApps we use every day. Why do we put up with it? Because I guess we are the enthusiasts. We are the crowd that's going to use the Web3 dApp even though we know it's worse in every way. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't like do anything. Still, we like to use it. It's like how you buy useless tech items every time. I do that a lot, unfortunately. But yeah, if we change things around, if we make Web3 apps actually better than the Web2 apps, then maybe we have a chance to like bring some, I guess, real world usage from non-enthusiast users. But yeah, that's it from me. So if there are any questions, yeah, I'll answer them now. Thank you. No questions? We have a question. You can give me yours.
I'll take it back, I promise. So why do you think 4337 never became a practical thing?
Okay, that's a good question. So why 4337 never became used really much in the real world? Like even though we have Safe, we have Argent, we have dApps or apps, we really want to use it. There is the other counterpart to this. I'm a dApp now, I'm a Uniswap. How do I batch transactions? Like I have ETH send transaction, I have ETH sign message. How do I send multiple transactions at the same time? Like the one side of the interface is developed, the other side of the interface is like ERC5792 that's only, I guess, it's not even merged, it's still on PR on GitHub, it's from the last 2 months. But before that, like, you know, we didn't really have a way to use most of these features we have available from the dApp side because we're kind of stuck on the old interface we still have for a very long time. That's number one. Number two, all of these like features require custom infrastructure. I have a wallet, but then I need to find a paymaster, but then I need to find the bundler, then I don't have transactions, I have user ops, I need to work with the bundler, I need to work with the paymaster, how do I do that? It's a lot of additional steps than just signing and broadcasting transaction that it's just not it's not feasible for even a big wallet to adopt. We have Trust Wallet that like just 2 months ago is one of the biggest wallets, released their smart wallet, and that's still in like preview or alpha version, whatever. And if that's the like biggest wallet, we have also Coinbase that released like smart wallets like what, 2 months ago. Like how do we expect every little small wallet to do the same thing there? The big guys are doing like 10x the money and everything. But yeah, those are my thoughts.
Okay, so once we have like these hipster convenient payment infrastructure, transaction submission infrastructure, how do we hold the infrastructure provider accountable for all these interfaces and that all the libraries which are used are okay? And like there were a lot of stories, even with Ledger, that somebody pushed some malicious version of the library and funds are no longer safe.
Yeah. So in terms of security, a lot of this stuff actually can't touch your private key. So like if you have a malicious bundler or a malicious paymaster, you already signed a transaction. Like you're gonna see beforehand if anything is wrong. So you just don't sign it. If you have a malicious bundler, it doesn't broadcast your transaction, it's fine, use another one. Nothing's gonna happen. As far as like how do we make everybody implement the best stuff in terms of UX, that's a like pretty hard question, I guess, to answer. From the Wallet Connect side, we are actually doing kind of that. We have Wallet Connect Certified and Wallet Guide. Wallet Connect Certified is basically an initiative for wallets to do a QA check, basically. Do you implement the latest features? Do you implement all of the UX standards? If yes, you're gonna be promoted. You're gonna be higher up when somebody chooses all wallets, see Wallet Connect. Your wallet is gonna be higher up. If not, you're gonna be basically lower down. So that's the only thing we have so far in terms of UX.
Now, what about using, I don't know, zero knowledge stuff to, or it would be just too expensive?
Yeah. So as far as zero knowledge, there are a lot of applications of that. So I'm not sure exactly what you mean, like in terms of what. Like we can.
In terms of like checking that RPC is like authenticated RPCs to the wallet, and checking that like some versions of the key libraries are like.
Yeah, for
Once
security,
secure
we can definitely like utilize zero knowledge proofs and stuff like that to make sure everybody's playing nicely. So far, RPCs are not decentralized, and wallets are not using decentralized RPCs. So they don't need to like check if everybody in the network is playing nicely because it's not a network. It's a centralized provider I choose to use, and it's the same for bundler and paymaster. I want to use this specific bundler because I'm going to make a deal with him to make, I guess, to surcharge on every transaction or something like that. I'm not going to use a network of paymasters. So yeah, so far I don't need to worry about somebody not playing nicely because I'm only playing with one player. Thank you, everyone.